Hello everyone! Hi! Welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a collective and timeless reading, so whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time, but keep in mind it is a general reading. So see which signs, symbols, messages, energies, ideas resonate for you in your particular situation and hopefully help to bring you a little clarity on whatever you're wondering, concerned, and confused about. It could change your perspective and show you something with fresh eyes, but in the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest and greatest good of everyone, so we're all uplifted in love. We're going to start with a couple of messages from the Tea Leaf Oracle. I'm going to split it into two. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ Consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. Any opening messages on energy coming through for the collective, things to be aware of. Please and thank you. Oh yeah. What we got? We have a pin, an angel, a target, and a staff. All right, so some of you are actually embarking on a new job or career. That's really nice. It's like you found the needle in the haystack and you have this pillow. So that actually makes me think of like a cushion. Like actually switching to a job or career where you have plenty saved for rainy days and vacations and such. You also have an angel coming through, which is spiritual protection and spiritual guidance. You could be dealing with a goal-oriented person. This could be you also having a particular goal in mind. And then the staff is you will be taken care of in difficult times. It looks like you're receiving some help. So even if there's maybe a new career and there was a transition, or maybe that's already been like a space in between, or, you know, a hard time if that had to do with a relationship or environment that you were in, I feel like the angel coming through is to get you on target, to get to a place where you're in a stable position, where you feel better. Sometimes difficult times suck, but they sometimes give us the little push we need to get us onto a different path, to be in a different place that feels better, like where we're supposed to be. And also it's like the Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes you're at the top and sometimes something changes and you have to make some adjustments. Does anything want to come through on this path? That one. The vase or the vase. Tomato, tomato. Oh, you have a secret admirer, or someone has their eyes on you. Maybe somebody is actually going to offer you a gift. Maybe they'll come forward. Somebody wants to work with you or take you on a date. Because that could be admiring like your work or your projects, or actually just you. Kind of got the googly eyes, the bow. Well, yeah, you're highly thought of. So I am getting different energies with all of this so far. I'm getting both like career and like projects, or getting on the right path there, working with the right people. Somebody definitely wants to work with you, or has their eye on you, or knows you're the right person for the job. But I'm also getting a little love here. Looks like somebody's had their eye on you. I like this little red bow. You're highly thought of. Somebody respects you. Somebody recognizes how valuable you are. That's really good. All right, let's see if anything else pops out, and then we will move along. Any other messages for the collective right now? Yes. The boat, July, and a ladder. Oh yeah, look at you. It's like property and money through either inheritance, a winning, or a windfall. So something is coming through. You could be going on a journey, but I feel like something is like easy sailing. It's going to help you just kind of go with the flow. Kind of looks like an arc. July could be important, or something coming through in July, or takes until July. Maybe that's a birth date or a specific date. And then look at this. There's so many cards in this deck, but you have a lot that's telling you you're climbing to success, that success is on its way. This could also be a spiritual elevation. Your energy actually rising and growing and changing. Because that ladder is reaching to the sky. It's not just like climbing up a wall here. I looked at that. That's at the bottom. The other one is on the ground, but that's a financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So I'm going to put that back down, but let's go to something different. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle. Let's see what else would be insightful to know about right now. Climbing towards success, money or property coming through inheritance, windfall, or winning. Maybe you're getting a grant or a loan or something like that. Being highly thought of and admired. Being taken care of when maybe things are in a little slump. It's going to be okay. It's redirecting you where you need to be. It's giving you this target. Having the right kind of goals, maybe new goals. You are receiving spiritual guidance and protection. So do pay attention to signs and energies, your discernment, your intuition. Try to connect your heart and your head and listen to the gentle nudges of wisdom. Because when you get this kind of guidance, it's not huge and pushy, and it doesn't feel like ego. You will never feel like you're getting in your own way. It's always a loving, gentle, like, that would be really good for you to do, or don't you deserve a little better, or wouldn't you feel better in that environment, or doesn't that person always make you feel happier and not drained? Something like that. And you follow that. Or it's just following those little trails of intuition that go inside of you that bring you the answer you already have inside you. And then some of you actually do have a brand new job or career. It could also be something you're doing on the side. It could be like more than one area. Okay, that one just stuck in my hand. Coming to life. Wow, you're like in a metamorphosis. That's what I see with this. I see this as a spiritual elevation, growing your spiritual wings. Your entire energy is changing. You're coming out of like, oh, look at this. It's literally like before you were stuck inside of this stone statue. You couldn't, it's like you were maybe in a position where you felt restricted. You couldn't move. Like everything was so structured. It had to be a certain way. Your energy was maybe kind of stagnant. And look at this. You're literally like becoming real, feeling alive, feeling like you're thriving. You're holding this energy. What hand? In your right hand. So you're making the energy. So this is you actually putting energy into something. It's like you're being reborn. So this is probably a big new beginning. Feeling like you're coming back to life. Feeling blessed to be here, to be alive, to get to experience today, to get to do all this amazing stuff that's coming to you. This is like when you're like, it's the timing is right to break out of something, to make some changes. It's like you just know you have to do something. There's this big urge and destiny and energy inside of you that's ready to burst. So, hey, follow the joy, follow the happiness, follow those things that make you feel like you're going to burst with excitement and love when you talk about them. You know, because when it's that phoenix rising energy, it's always a transition. You know, you don't realize when you're the caterpillar that you're going to be flying at all. And there's that awkward moment inside of the cocoon where everything's all a big hodgepodge of confusion and mush and don't know what is happening. And then all of a sudden things start to change and you start to see something different. And all of a sudden you have these wings and you just didn't even know it could be so amazing. So let's get one more card, coming to life. It could also be like somebody around you kind of like waking up, being more spiritual. Maybe like you notice somebody else's energy is changing. Oh my, goblins, what's that? Maybe that's what you're waking up from or moving away from. Or honestly, when you are in a high vibration, even the goblins don't feel scary because nothing can harm you. You have such protection from the divine, from God. Goblins are only like, you know, trying to scare you. Like, boo. You know, it's when it's a lower vibration trying to think that they have some kind of power, which they don't. So it's not giving the goblins power. It's facing them, seeing it for what it is, turning away from it, not giving it any energy, taking yourself where it feels warm and inviting. And it's things that you saw in the past that brought a fear-based, a lower vibration to your energy and just kind of dissipate. All of a sudden things don't bother you the same anymore. You know, if people try to, with the goblins are like people trying to push your buttons or manipulate your energy or do anything like that, they can't harm you if you don't give them the power. And if you just stand firm in your own power and connect to your spiritual self and trust in God and your discernment and your beautiful spiritual energy, then you are protected. And you'll know, how to navigate your energy. And goblins like this, might be attracted to that light, but unless they're going to elevate and get in that vibration of love, they probably can't stand to be around your light too long. So they'll probably fall away out of your life pretty naturally. Or you definitely have the strength to turn yourself away from the big scary goblins. So let's get one more card. Clarity on coming to life. Goblins. It just makes me think of why can't I think of the Gremlins? Just think of the Gremlin movie. They're so cute. Then maybe something's like cute. Maybe it's like that. I mean, when I think of things, there's usually some kind of metaphor that is important. So maybe it's things that came across as all cute and fluffy and innocent. Maybe had goblin kind of energy going on inside. And even if something maybe comes across as like, happy and genuine in the outside, I think you're going to start to read in between the lines and be able to really tap into the energy and know when it's not genuine. And it's just, then again, not giving it a focus. That being said, let's move along. What else do we need to know in coming to life? Goblins. That one. Moonlight. Tapping into your intuition. Now you got your wings. Things that were in the dark before aren't going to phase you now because you've learned to navigate in the dark. And that means tapping into your inner knowing, your intuition, your gut feelings, all of that. It's going with the ebb and the flow and the changes of when you need to release something and when you need to begin something. It's what you could have deep-seated in your emotions coming to the surface, facing it, and then it changes and it heals. I see like the moonlight, like sometimes you could look at the moon there. Sometimes you can be out in the moonlight and you can actually see your shadow in the moonlight. And sometimes it is so dark out there. And even if you're like, take your time to adjust your eyes, you can still, walk into the forest and run into a tree. So you have to learn to be adaptable Take a flashlight, light a candle, wait until it's daylight. It's just adjusting everything. But it's also that feeling when the moon is there that you can't quite see everything clearly. So it's like if you're walking in the woods and you hear like, what are those birds? There's like birds that sound like people, or there's like animals like a catbird or something like that. There's other like animals that can make noises and you're like, whoa, what was that? Like you look up and it's like, oh, it's a raccoon. It's not that scary. But, you know, it's something might, you know, be weird. It's recognizing the tools you need, the discernment you need to just kind of navigate that. But usually it comes down to using your intuition. I guess we're getting one more card when I do the auto shuffle. One more on Moonlight, Goblins, and Coming to Life. Oh, wow. You're not just coming to life, you're coming together. Come together right now over me. Wow, that just popped on through. It looks like you're coming into a union. It looks like a beautiful partnership. There's like a random pelican on top of this. It's like they're holding a trophy together, like with their little kissy lips are holding up this, I don't know, it looks like a golden heart trophy of victory. There's actually a crown on it, and they're so secure with the way they can come together and hold something up that a pelican just decided to land and hang out on the heart. So maybe coming together, this could be your balance of your masculine and your feminine really coming together. But I feel like somebody is mirroring you pretty good. It looks like somebody wants to work with you. Maybe this is a new partnership. I mean, you're kissing here, you're like kissing giraffes, but it could be a business partnership too, where somebody really is like sees completely eye to eye with you. They're on the same level as you. They're just as tall and strong energetically and, you know, maybe spiritually as you. Wow, you have another giraffe at the bottom. I wasn't going to pull another card, but you definitely have encouragement and you have matching energy around you. So it's encouraging you to continue down the path that feels warm, that feels inviting, that feels like you're elevating, that feels like you're evolving. This is telling you to keep going, that you're on the right path. You could be receiving the right kind of encouragement and help that you need. You could also be giving somebody else encouragement. It looks like these people both like support each other and build each other up. So let's see. Now I don't really know what to pull. Let's do, it's kind of changing my mind. Let's do the Weird World Tarot. We have this. Should we do a Cosmos card? Yeah, I didn't really get any messages. It was kind of abstract. So let's get one message from the cosmos. Bring a little clarity to coming to life, coming together. Isn't that coming to life? Oh wait, bring me, I think that's Evanescence. All right, let's get one message from the Cosmos Oracle cards to bring a little depth. You got an abnormal card. Hey. So maybe you're really unusual. That's really good. I like that. I kind of love this card. I mean, who wants to be normal? What is normal anyway? It's better to be unusual. Be unusual. Be bold. Be you. It says pay attention to the unusual in life. It's like pay attention to the different things. Pay attention to what's imperfect and how perfect that is. How much more how much more intriguing it is. Pay attention to the miracles. When something is just so amazing, you can't even like put it into words. It's just a miracle. Pay attention to synchronicities and signs that feel like, okay, that's just a little bit too much of a coinky dink to happen. I was just talking about that. And how did that name or that thing just pop up 4 more times in my life in the last 2 hours? That's when it's like abnormal, but it's not. It's showing you how you're connected energetically to everything. At the bottom is courage. Move forward bravely off the cliff of the universe. These cards are big, so it's telling you be brave. You have the universe of possibilities that are there for you. You know, so many ways that you can be on your destination or to your destiny. Let's go to, well, I kind of want to, whoa, she was loud. Sorry if that was loud on your thing. What are you doing up there? What are you doing at the top of the chair? She's like barking at the wall. Rose, what you doing? She's like barking at my painting. That was weird. All right, do I have another, do I have something else with a message? Yes, I have a spirit message. So we got Cosmos. Let's get a spirit message and then move to the tarot and see how this all kind of lays out together. What is a spirit message to go with abnormal and courage? I just really like that card. Also, it looks like there's like a cavern or a cave. That makes me think of like stalactites and stalagmites and crystals and discovering something deep, but yet there's a sun there. Okay, 1 card from Spirit, please. Oh, I hope I have my glasses. Yes, because these are tiny. Tiny. It says, make today. I like this. Make today your new beginning. Hey, try to leave any past mistakes in the past. Don't drudge it up. Don't allow them to weigh you down any longer. Move forward today with the confidence and apparently the strength to dive off the cliff of the universe, and knowing that you have better and brighter days ahead. Make today your new beginning. Why wait till tomorrow? We only have now. The things that we don't have a lot of are time, or the thing that we don't have or we're not guaranteed is time. So if there's something you're putting away on the back burner that you've been wanting to do, person you want to talk to, a thing you want to get into, a project you want to start, a conversation you want to have, if you want to tell somebody you love them, you don't wait until tomorrow, just tell them. Tell them. Why not? We have today. So, wow, spirit got deep. All right, let's go to the tarot. Let's go to the tarot. This is perfect. Perfect. I pulled this, but I did not, we would not get the abnormal card, but I got the Weird World Tarot. So, beautiful. Let's see. Let's actually pull clarifying cards on these foundational messages from the Oracle. On coming to life, the old Goblins, Moonlight. That's pretty. I like that card. And coming together. I like that card too. All right. What do we need to know? Perspective about coming to life. Number 29. The Four of Swords. Well, this is sleep. It's like this soldier is actually just fallen asleep on this hill in the middle of the forest with the armor still on, and the sword is just there. So he's been sleeping long enough that these leaves have fallen up and covered the little bit of the sword. There's a peace and gentleness. This is giving yourself time to rest, relax, get your energy restored, feeling at peace in your soul, knowing you're still protected. But when the Four of Swords comes, it's like nice sleep. It's not the Nine of Swords. It's where you're like, oh, sleep. It's meditation. It's going within. And maybe that's where this started. Or you actually coming to life brings this peace into your life. Brings this deep reflection that, you know, it just, when you're at night, you feel so grateful. You could also be having really cool dreams. But it could also been, if this is a spiritual thing, before you were kind of asleep, or maybe someone else. This could be someone else too. You know, and even in our spiritual evolution throughout our lives, it's not a consistent thing. Because stuff like this happens and you end up falling down to the bottom or being sucked back into 3D land or things that you have to do. So it's hopefully a constant movement, you know, up, but it's never like a perfectly straight incline. So it's possible to have been elevated before and then something comes and you kind of fall down. So it's going back to sleep, but then waking up again. When you get that burst and that spiritual download, you just know something's different. Your energy is different. Your activities are different. The way you talk is different. Everything changes. It is undeniable when this burst of spirituality comes into your life. And when you wake back up from that slumber, it is like you're living. Everything's different. And then when you actually get to sleep, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You lose that anxiety that something is wrong or you didn't do anything or something's going to happen or that's not right. And it's telling you, you know, just release the past here. It's all about learning and living and growing. And if you've chosen to not do something the same way, you can only make choices for today and moving forward. So let's get clarity on those goblins. Let's look at them a little, but not much. What do we need to know to have awareness, though? Goblins made you feel left out in the cold, or the goblins were situations that made you feel like you were at a loss. The Five of Cups is losing something. It's where you feel like, you know, you're sometimes mourning or at a real loss. It's like the energy of like crying and sorrow and deep regret, and just kind of when you hold on to something. But you do have to go through those kinds of emotions to have changes. You don't want to just push them away and pretend they're not there. Then that just bottles up in your body and it creates illness. So when you have loss or when you have something you have to mourn, or where something goes away and you have this deep love of, you know, inside of you gone, or this huge reflection on something that happened or something that didn't work out, or a place where you can't be anymore, you have to work through those changes naturally and face those goblins and those, you know, deep facets of you, because that's when we find healing. That's when we can change. And that's when we can really, really appreciate these beautiful moments and these beautiful people that are in your life, that are completely accepting of you exactly who you are. You feel like you're yourself and you're supported. So sometimes we have loss. But Five of Cups sometimes is something that wasn't so harsh. Sometimes this is just something that went away. You know, it kind of broke and you're just getting swallowed in something not working, that you're not seeing how something could be fixed, or just kind of cleaning it up. Sometimes it is simple. It's not always huge and heavy. Sometimes it's just the glass falls off, the milk spills on the floor, and instead of there staring at everything broken, just sweep it up, mop it up, fix it, move along, buy a new cup if you need to, fill it up, go to the store. There's always like a way through. rather than just sitting there and focus, oh my gosh, it's so, I can't believe that broke. I can't believe that broke. How did that break? Da, 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 da. What if it was a precious antique? Maybe it was. But you can go on eBay and probably find somebody out there that has that exact piece that your grandmother's pottery or whatever collection that you have is out there. There's a way. So don't get too lost if it's not so big of a deal. And if it is a big deal, don't bury it away. Allow yourself to feel these feelings. Face them, because all of a sudden these goblins are going to actually bring you a lot of strength. The people that put you in this position helped you have awareness of what you'll do, what you won't do, who you are, how valuable you are, and what you deserve. So let's move to Moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight, everybody. What's that, King Harvest? Clarity on Moonlight, please. What does the collector need to know? Oh. Ooh, you got a partnership. It's another moon. Look at how much this looks like each other. Look at this. I mean, this is a moon. What's in it? Hold on. Get my glasses. I think it's an owl. Something cool in the moon. Yeah, it's an owl. There's an owl flying in the moon here. Wisdom. Look at this. You're holding the world. What did that say? Move forward and bravely off the cliff of the universe. Kind of looks like that, doesn't it? What kind of awesome world would this be? Maybe it's mirroring what you see here. Maybe you started to think about these plans that you had, this fire in your soul, this creativity of adventure with the Two of Wands where it lights a fire in your soul. You know, when that Ace of Wands comes through and God's giving you that torch, that flame of passion, and you take hold of it, now you want to make some plans. You want to, how do I keep this torch? How do I keep this, you know, big heart on of the universe going already? Because this feels amazing. I don't want it to go away. How do you keep that flame lit? You start to make some plans and you start to pursue something farther. Usually, I personally see this as a really good business and or passionate partnership that is possible, even though many of the decks only have one person. So it's almost like you're making these plans, getting something organized and ready for someone else to come into the picture that you can't quite see. So there's probably somebody over there in that amazing world. Just how do you get there? Or what if you've had such amazing visions and plans that you actually started to manifest exactly what you believed? What if you started making those plans, but then you started taking action? But in the Two of Wands, you need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to leave a land behind. You need to leave the castle and put those plans into action. To get in the car, step on the gas, walk to the edge of the cliff so you can discover these new worlds. So you can keep that fuel and that fire flickering forever. What if you had these plans, but you end up in this world and you say, oh my gosh, it's even better than I thought. Especially if anyone else is involved and you're combining two people's dreams and possibilities and energies together, then you're just colliding two different energies of amazing human, you know, spiritual beings who have ultimate creative potential together. It's like, you know, it's like everything, I'm getting like worlds can collide and it can become even more expressive. There's a castle on this kingdom. And there's also like a water world underneath. And that was for the Moonlight. So that's making plans, using your intuition, but you gotta put those plans into action. So let's get a little more clarity on that Two of Wands. What are these plans about? What is this new world about? You know, being ready to get a little uncomfortable, leave something that was the huge behind to discover something more miraculous. Oh, you're ready. You're ready, willing, and able. The Queen, the King, the Knight of Pentacles. So this is the night that it's like a Earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So this could be someone you know. Maybe this is the partner, or this is coming through just as advice for you. It doesn't seem to be a masculine or feminine. It could be either. But this is somebody who not just makes the plans or just sends the text or makes the calls. This is someone who wants to do the experience. They want to get better at something because they want to become the knight and then the emperor, or the king and then the emperor or the queen. This is somebody who moves slow and steady. He's methodical. He makes plans. He's diligent. He knows how to schedule and organize his or her time so he is not depleted. Knows when to rest and take a break. Knows when to wake up and start to move. Knows if something needs to be a little slower or move a little faster. But this is the one that reaches the goal in the end. This is the knight that wins the race. Because he puts the right amount of effort and attention in from beginning to end. Oh my Rose. Look at that huge, he has a huge pentacle. If this knight is able to carry that as like, I don't even know what it would be. What would that be? Just following him like a video game? His horse is moving pretty fast. That pentacle is almost like a shield. If that knight is able to hold that big, heavy shield, he's pretty strong. It means you're pretty strong. Upside down. It's getting too lost in the 3D world. Too much about the value of what that shield is and to take it to pawn it in. Not recognizing that it's spiritual protection. You know, getting stuck along the way. Not wanting to put the effort into where it goes. I mean, he usually wants to work hard, but what is he working for, I guess? Upside down, it would probably be for selfish reasons. Selfish gain. Kind of like grass is greener kind of energy. Worried about too much about what others think about his or her journey and not really having that spiritual journey or goals for the right integrity. But upright, he's going to get the job done. That's somebody on board, in it for the long haul. It just has to be a little more experience with the knight. And let's see about coming together, please. Oh, we have the hangman. So maybe this is something that's on pause, or this coming together comes after you or someone else completely reverses a way of thinking. Because this is sometimes a purposeful pause or some kind of sacrifice that has to be made somewhere so that you can see something 180 degrees and then back it down and around again 100 times. This is someone who hangs upside down, who gives some space, who gives, you know, a different perspective to be illuminated and light here, to gain that spiritual clarity. So when you turn back around into 3D reality, that spiritual clarity stays with you. And now everything you see is different. So it could be that somebody just wasn't on the same page yet, or maybe somebody starts to see your point of view, starts to match your energy, and actually on their own, getting maybe by default, but maybe by inspiration, start to see something a whole different way. I was going to pull another card, but I feel like when that happens, we're not supposed to. So let's get one more from something else to clarify. And well, I kind of want one more. Oh no, I kind of want one more tarot. But I only have this one. So let's pull one from here and then summarize with the power deck. Let's see what the bridge is. This is the final rose. It's very different from the from the weird world. It's like pink. So clarity on 4 swords, 5 of cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Hangman, major arcana number 12, and the 2 of Wands. What is the bridge between all these, please, and thank you. The World. Oh, that's a good way to end it, guys. So it all comes back to the world. It comes back to stepping into a new world, letting something go, looking at your perspective, maybe looking back on your life or your issues or your beautiful blessings or your growth from a little bit of an outside perspective. Like you're watching your own you movie. Having such gratitude, this is when the show is over. You take a beautiful big bow that you are in the position where you get to end something that was the old you, and you get to start something that is the new you. No matter what your territory is that you're changing or keeping, you're different. And you're stepping into a brand new journey. These girls look like they're loving it. The fans, hey, maybe a little side thing here. I will bring this back around to this little secret admirer, and you are highly thought of. It looks like you also have some fans. You have people coming together. This could be at a job. Maybe you actually do something online. You have some fans, maybe social media, friends, chosen family, new things that you're in with. You have people that kind of love you. They're kind of on your side. They got your back. They got, they're into all these changes that they see. And if they're not, they're probably just part of that goblin family and let them do their own thing. These people are the ones you want to be around. And let's do one more card from the power deck just to sum this reading up. I hope this reading was helpful for you guys. I thought it was kind of cool. Kind of an interesting reading. So thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. I really appreciate it, guys. And, all your likes and especially your awesome comments. I love to read your comments. I feel so blessed to connect to such beautiful souls. So I send you my gratitude and appreciation and love. And let's get one more card. Sum this reading up, please, and thank you. One more to sum everything up. Wisdom 32. What's in the back? Oh, it's like another world. You have all these things that kind of look alike. That's like a world floating. You have this. Even that kind of looks like a world. Even that kind of looks like a world. Then you actually pulled the world. Then you have the cliff of the universe, the edge of the world. Wisdom, the north, and it's white. If you are addicted to the process of becoming, there are storms on the horizon. If suddenly there's nothing left to become. Ooh, I like this. It's deep. You are filled with terror. Where's those goblins? Where'd the goblins go? And suddenly you are face to face with your own empty being. Find that scared space. What did we clarify that? This, the 5. This is beautiful. Find that scared space, a sanctuary of pleasant stillness in your heart. To know that you are truly alone is the first step on your long journey of self-discovery on that path of power. The final step is to learn you are already linked with the universe, that you are already part of everything, and you already live in all the lodges of the universe. This is wisdom. I just heard the weirdest song that came through. It's like, I think it's Whitney Houston just popped. Whitney just popped on in at the end. I think, I have nothing, nothing, nothing. I just heard that song, but we're all here. We're all alone together. You know, it's like no man is an island, but yet we're all connected to each other, having our own beautiful individual experiences. And hopefully we get more where we come together and recognize each other in harmony and love. And with that, I bid you adieu. I hope this reading was helpful. I love you so much. And I'll see you soon. Bye.